I was mortal once. A prince then. A prince now. I am the God Slayer!
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 12 of our Kevin the Daemon Prince, SFO Grimmhammer, and the Old World campaign. In today's episode we are here with our big blue birdie fella, and we are just sitting in ambush stance waiting to see if Daemon of the Crow Brethren wishes to come on out and throw hands, which he likely doesn't. So what we are going to do for our faction real quick is just gain as much gold as possible. So where we are making the most money currently is not actually at the Altar of Spawns, but at Raka Orange because of the gold. So let's go ahead and upgrade the 9 ascents here. We will go ahead and take the Architect's Column out to the next tier, or do we want the KISLEVITE up to the dedicated town? That way we can actually get the gemstone mine. Before I make that decision, let's come on back over to the Altar of Spawns. We got a little bit of decision making on our start here, and then we'll go ahead and add in the Pageants of Perfection as well, because it'll allow us to get even more Alluresses. So more spellcasters is always going to be more better. More post-battle captives is also going to always be more better. And then we'll come on in, and I think Icicle Pass we're going to go ahead and give over to the Heralds of the Tempest. We're declining right now since we went ahead and trespassed against both the Aceling and the Bearsundling. So we'll have to try to balance it out by giving them Icicle Pass, which he'll take for how much gold? A fair bit. Let's go ahead and hand a military access though, because this should allow us to also trespass, well, no longer trespass through his vassal factions as well, so that'll be great. At least I think. Yeah, now we come on back in here, and if we click on our own faction, we have now access to, well, I think, let's see. Yeah, we can now move through their territory without causing any kinds of issues. Perfect. And Icicle Pass is not a settlement he's going to really build up anything other than just a normal Chaos Altar, which he can make some gold from, but not too much. We don't have to worry about him using that as a base of operation to invade our faction. Let's come on in then to the Forbidden Citadel and grab the Inn of Excess for extra control, as well as a little bit more speed on how fast we construct the buildings in the region. The more layered up we can get on that, the more often we get the super late tier buildings for about a turn. Great. Leave our Cornate General here, who has now been renamed to Sergeant Sriracha Blade, because of course he has. Get enough kills and this blade lights a flame with the blessing of Sriracha, of course. Let's come on back down to Kevin and in the turn.
All other lives are brief and pitiful against mine. Yours will be more so.
The Brennans are going to offer us peace for 10,000 gold. Do you have any more than that? Give me more money. Looks like no, that's about all they've got, so sure, we'll take the 10,000. We're immediately going to attack you anyway. I look into being stabbed in the back. Actually, we don't even necessarily need to deal with you. We can let Bone Rattlers, but I don't mind causing some problems. None of the Chaos factions seem to mind. So, onward to violence. You guys are at war with Azag, so let's come on in here and say, hey Azag, I'll join your war against the Brennans, and you give me... See, I don't want you to be a vassal. It's really weird that you're so willing. Bizarre. Yeah, I don't want a greenskin captain as a vassal. They're just going to be more trouble than they're worth. We'll just take the gold and we'll join the war again, making us very unreliable. But we get 13,000 gold out of this. Yeah, I don't mind at all. Kevin, smash.
Will burn.
Vidamar, Bird, Falk. What do you have here? He's got a couple of champions and some Norskin Warhounds. Nothing that's very scary, although it's still going to give us a medium casualties on our victory here. How bizarre. Surround real quick, and can I switch over into a different stance? Summoning stance sounds about right. Let's drop some fire on him. Battle begin. Alright, let's paint these snows red. So they're going to sit in the back corner. Fair strategy. Let's see how well it pays off for them. We'll throw the spawn up front. Halberdiers on either side of them. I'll have you guys rush out to the sides. We'll have the Forsaken in the center, and then the Lads of Murder hiding off in the woods here. All the pink horrors behind. We'll want to move some of the lads forward here. Maybe the pink horrors just in a position where they can not be flanked is going to be the way here.
Warriors of Teach!
Which would make sense, wouldn't it? Thundergoff in the center. We'll go ahead and throw the Flesh Hounds. They have the Warhounds of their own. I just don't think they're going to be much of a threat. Keep them in close to our own line here. And we'll deal with them as needed. Boys, infantry, the missiles, and then everyone else. Giant, you can come in with one. It's time to deploy Kevin and company. So there we'll have... I'm thinking we're going to switch you to on foot. That way he can be one of the front line. The Juggernaut allows him to move around quite a bit faster, but I think we want to make him a foot hero. Also allow him to crawl up the walls anytime we're in a siege and start laying waste to fools that are hiding up there. Grab Romulus. The second half of Romulus and Primus. Oh, gross. Thank you, my friend. Wrong button, but we'll take it. And battle begin. Halberdiers go wide. Just stop anyone from coming up that flank there. Pink horrors. He is great and terrible. Furies go out wide, and the Flesh Hound's gonna do the same. Luckily, Khorne's bloodletters are so strong that we've let them get caught in combat several times. They just do not care. Come on over, Socrates. We have use of your abilities. We'll try to deploy the blue horrors behind them. These javelin guys actually have some fair damage they can deal against. Pop a Kevin here. Fate of Juno would be better if they're actually in melee. Mind blowing, gotta get his golden hounds and seeing how much damage we get. Marauders, champions, horsemen. Here's some champions. Enjoy. Champions you will be indeed. Golden hounds are out. I'm gonna try to move forward on them. Let's go ahead and just chuck these blue horrors behind everyone else. Does this speed you up? They dodged a little bit of the flames of chaos, which is very fair. Golden hounds rip those champions apart, though. Start luring everyone back towards the line. Burn and throw your javelins to whoever you want, fools. As long as we're moving around, we should dodge a few of them. They do have bonus large. You focus down these horsemen. Let those big fires do their damage, and we'll just get out of here. See you guys in helicopter. Get a wiggle. Pull Kevin a bit, and he's not going to take too much damage at all. The old Delta Force and blue horrors. That fire of Zinch wasn't doing a ton of damage, but we do have the Blade of Khorne now, so enjoy. Go ahead and increase his charge bonus here, just go straight after the chieftain. Horde of Khorne crashes down. We missed a little bit of it, but that is a big old blade. Worthy of Papa Khorne. Just here to be a big old nuisance. Also, now I'm kind of curious how much damage we get for Fate of Juno. Let's activate this on... Where's the most intact group of enemies here? Marauder Chieftain, let's just activate it on these hunters. Keep moving there, my friend, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Fate of Juno's going down. How much damage do we get? Keep falling back. I'm not yoinking that much health off of them. That's very close to normal Spirit Leech. How boring. Alright, everyone. Forward unto dawn. Flesh Hounds go out wide a bit. Alright, this lord here looks to be overextended. We'll go ahead and move up, smash these throwing axe Marauder Horsemen. That'd be great. You guys landed here. Send the Seekers, although they're likely to retreat. Let's keep everyone back. Let them come back to us.
Demon Prince.
The French scare them off very quickly. We got Treason of Tzeentch as well, and everyone coming in. There we go. You guys rush back and deal with that group. Moves so fast. Let's go wide and deal with these hunters in the back line. How do you stop the chariot? It moves so quickly. Yeah, but you're getting shot up. You can just go after this lord here. Drop the blue horrors as you go through. I see. Such an interesting strategy. Blanket them in doom. Pull you lot out. And then let the pink horrors blast away. Oh, well, the rest, that was my fault. Zoom away here. Go hit this Marauder Chieftain and come on back from there. Well, I asked you to go after this lord. You retreat because you're taking lots of free javelin fire. Move as far back as you're able. You just rush up into these javelins. Same here. We'll go ahead and drop this poor fool's armor. Rush down the idiots on the outside. Stop him from moving, and then we'll just rush away for a second, come on back. Give him another smack in the back of the head. Action forward, we'll bring you in to deliver the killing blow on the enemy lord. The old Taco Bell wind. No one really needed that to happen to him. Fate worse than death. I don't know about a medium losses. Don't know about all that. Get in there. We'll send the giant in so he's not getting smacked by free javelin fire, but no one else really even needed to do anything. Great stuff. The Flesh Hounds go maul those horsemen. Doesn't look like a red arrow to me. We'll maul those Marauder Horsemen. For the rest, you can come on back round, and we'll just let Kevin go deal with the other Marauder Chieftain. Take horrors. Let's go ahead and sit up on top of this hill and give people the old love tap. Beautiful stuff. With just the Marauder Chieftain willing to fight. You gotta give him credit. Kevin's gonna land, and I would turn and immediately flee for the hills. Not gonna matter much. We are going to do what we can to run down the rest of these surviving enemies here, and I will catch you all in a moment. Orskin's crushed. Is indeed a very medium casualties we had there. Lots of health, a bunch of scrapes and bruises. We're gonna have to heal up for probably several months. We should go ahead and we're going to sack the settlement first for a little bit more gold and just more war crimes. Severed Claw has been acquired, and we'll turn back around with Kevin once more if we can. And we'll claim this for, I guess, Tzeentch, for the one Tzeentch glory. We're going to give this settlement over to the Fate Weaver. That way we can try to get him on side a little bit faster.
Come on.
just kidding. He's actually lost a lot of his territory. So we will not be giving this to Fate Weaver. We'll instead be repairing. And going for the Carnal Dens for even more movement range. Only costs a cool 960, but this allows us to zoom around a bit more in this province. We have now hit rank 20, which gives us the final tier in all of our either undivided or any different gods. So we get the final tier of all of the buffs there. I'll just kind of mouse over. Extra control and all those other goodies. The leadership drop, I think, is actually the best one there. 20% more weapon strength, so we just jumped up to 725. More health, more speed, and more Winds of Magic.
Demon Prince.
Which is fantastic. What we are going to go for then is the bit more barrier hit points and ammunition for all of our ZGN units. Sounds good.
Chaos incarnate.
Magic is weakness. Is there anything else that gives us more experience gain? Hero down here. Fill the Chalice is going to stop them from being resistant to our Warp Flame, which sounds fantastic. And the Mark of Corn will give him that much more. 25% more base damage charge bonus and 10 more melee attack. Go Tough as Nails first. We'll try to get as much experience as possible, and then we'll switch him on over to being an absolute bruiser. And in the meantime, we'll have you being on foot. What does the Blood Throne give us? Totem of Endless Bloodletting for a little bit of vigor replenishment. Sure, we'll have you on your support. Normally I would avoid the Blood Throne at all costs, but we'll keep him in the middle. So we can keep passing out that buff, and we'll, as long as he's moving around, he should be smashing up enemy formations good and keeping them all disrupted. Definitely the next level is going to give us a drop in how fast our shields are going to come back, as well as giving us 20% more shields during battles. Up to 40%. Just for himself. Up to 1,000 barriers. No slacking shield there.
Supreme Champion.
Get replenishment and continue.
Herald of Corn.
And then our main provinces, we're just going to grab everything that makes us more money. And then the Field of Bones, and move on to Altar of Spawns again. Once again, the final tier into the Silvered Spire. Inside the Silvered Spire's Zinch lay his vast treasures and repositories of ancient and forbidden lore, which is worth far more than the money. Lore for everyone. We'll grab the Augural Shorts as well, which will give us an additional capacity for our Iridescent Horrors, which definitely use on Lao Tzu's army.
This is not the promised access.
I know. We'll get you guys sorted at some point here. Ditterheim up to tier 3 would also be pretty good. It's not making us all the gold at the moment though, so we can probably pass on that one. One back over to the Acelings Conclave and upgrade here first. Wild Town and then the Gore Hunt Hall. Now we'll grab the Monolith of Volmir, so because we can actually decrease our construction time for the province a little bit more than Sergeant Sriracha Blade.
Herald of Corn.
We need some Cornate buildings quite badly. That's one of the things we're missing out on. So the next conquest we do, because we did just give ours away, conquests down here against Kislev, we'll start giving those into corn settlements.
Indeed.
So Frigistrax is probably going to be our first assault point here. Eros is pressing down into Kislev proper, so we'll have to see how things are playing out down here. Azag looks like he has a lot of territory. If it doesn't belong to Chaos, we'll have to fix that post-haste. Bringing a Lao Tzu on over to Cracker Gordon. Could get the Exalted Pinks and then a few more Chaos Warriors. We also have almost the full suite of ROR units. There's so many for Demons of Chaos. Severed Claw are going to be a huge defensive bump there for the squad. Well, I don't even think we're going to press this direction. We're going to expand this direction at all because of how much Norskins have it under control already. bring him back around to home base to grab some more units, so we'll do that. Arch stance, and let's get moving. Increases our capacity for the peak cores. I'm gonna actually delete this building. And the Slaneshi altar as well. We'll replace those both with either income or control buildings, and we'll start up the military where we want it. Basically mostly over here in any way place that's not gonna give us extra recruit time. You're just staying here. Then Kraka Ormsbatek. And that will be our turn. Right, the Bone Rattlers have failed their wall, which is great to see. Anything that weakens the Greenskin is going to be good for us. We may get a Frigastrex's lair. We can indeed. Oh, Tyros. How about we join you in your war against Boris? You give me money.
See it clearly in hindsight.
Hindsight is very shiny. Very shiny indeed. No one else wants to make any deals at the moment. So it's time to stamp out Boris once and for all here. It already looks like he has lost a fair bit of territory to both Archaon and the other factions of Chaos here. Starbrand's doing very well for himself, but he does have to contend with Ariel, who's very good against the likes of a melee-focused faction. He can just stay in the sky and rain down AC-130 shots forever. Hello, Kislevites. How would you like a hug? Find ourselves some war sleds for the first time here. We could use our flyers just to rush in and crash into them. We could also just steal some. They've got the extra seduction. So welcome to our team, Mr. War... Wait now, the Patriarch is only 700? That seems highly disrespectful to the Great Orthodoxy. Let's just keep it as is. We'll take the 1 unit of war sleds. Yoink. And have ourselves a fight. Yes, it'll be a smashing, but we haven't fought Kislev yet, so let's take it to him. Stealing their war sleds is absolutely lemon juice on the wound. There are 4 of them. What's the color we paint our war sleds up with? The red of chaos. Do they change from no longer being polar bears to kind of a more brown bear? Or there's the exact same? It's the exact same, just different colors of the actual sleds and the harnesses themselves. Fair enough. These war sleds are completely expendable, so we'll keep them up front. We'll probably have them rolling with Kevin.
The Daemon Prince.
War sleds, Kevin, and the Alluress all smashing it in one spot. Everyone else can pretty much just stay how they are here. Don't outrange the Khazars with their pinks. Absolutely outdamage them. Oh, here's up to the sides a bit more than we did previously. Throw the Bloodletters behind the line. Fleshhounds in the woods over here. Get everyone ready to get going.
Warriors of Six.
And the battle begin. Let's bring you up to this section of woods. You on your blood throne up to the front. Pass out that buff to as many units as you can. Let's get it started. Get everyone in. Sleds, let's go ahead and smash in on this side. The Uluress is going to be way too fast for you. I'm just going to have Kevin go after the enemy war sleds, though. Hug. Let's go ahead and drop some blue horrors here. Evan, you can also drop some blue horrors about here on the way in, just to disrupt things. Smash through. Insane. Keep moving. Use the whip if you must. Keep the sleds moving. You go ahead and just rack into those sleds. Bash them. Kill for corn. Drop your melee defense or your armor as much as possible. We can throw in the golden hounds in here with all these Kislevites.
The aesthetics are lethal.
Pull away from him just a bit. Getting shot at by a few of these enemy units here. I'm surprised they absorbed that charge from the armored Koslars so well. Or the armored, I guess these guys are armored Koslars, that would make a little bit more sense.
Delighted.
Go ahead and deliver some doom to this boyar. Reason of Zinch should see a lot of these guys flee for the hills. Gunfight of sled proportions. Our sleds are getting taken out. Oh no, whatever shall we do? The Seekers rush in and deal with these armored Koslars first. First thing we're gonna do. By Our Blood has activated. Means the Heart of Lads are now not going to break. At least for a little bit here. We'll go for the Lash of Slanesh through all these very unarmored Koslars here. But Reaper on the Blood Shrine is doing some awesome work. 360 all over the place. Got his little blood letters in the front here. That looks to be that. Or Kislev. Funnily enough, we've got a few units that are willing to throw down continuously here. By their blood indeed. The crab people. Sunder what little armor they had left. Right where we want them, stuck in the carpet of blue horrors. Have all of the pinks here do some damage. Didn't even have the bloodletters do anything at all here. And there's victory. Lads being thrown out of their sleds left and right. Would have been interesting to see the ice sleds actually have a witch inside of the cart. That way it makes more sense that they're actually made of ice. Small little aesthetic thing though. Here's our victory. First contact with the Kislevites does not go well for the Revivalists at all. Like Katerin's ex-lover is drop-kicking her Daddy-O's soldiers. We'll go ahead and occupy this one for corn. Vanguard, the Ruinous Crusade. British Rex, you are now working for corn. I already had the buildings I would have added in here, the Inn of Excess and the Cultist Outpost for animals. Fantastic. So as far as our experience points go, gain his pleasure for even more resistance for the army? I think so. So indeed.
Fallen champion.
Spread control, and then Miasma of Pestilence. We'll start working down towards the healing spells there.
It serves chaos.
And that keeps Kevin alive is going to be Robert. Do you have any better flyers we could yoink? I think there are some Doom Knights that are back in here, the Knights of Immolation. These guys are probably going to be in Kevin's army here. Speedy War units are always great. Alright, back to increasing our income. Masochist Lodge is great. 4 Pageants of Perfection. Conjuring Stones for Zinchian Corruption. Zinchian Glory, that is. I mean, we absolutely could go for it and then slot in the gem mine, so let's do that. He's gonna sprint on back towards Monolith of Hawkeye. Gordon, we actually have enough gold left over for anything at all. Doesn't look like it. Totem of the Crow helping us out with the unpleasant climate sounds pretty nice. Let's do it. Need any new mutations? Oh, we have indeed a new head. Which one is that? Oh, the Bestial Visage. Oh no. His name wouldn't be Kevin anymore, it'd be Chad. Look at this man, look at his jaw. We've also got the Jagged Horns, which is a much more derpy face. We'll call these twisty horns then the Jagged. Yeah, no, if anything, we're going to keep this masquerading helmet. I don't know if we saw this one yet. Looking good, Kevin. Phantasmagoria is pretty dang strong. It drops their melee attack to 0 and stops them from moving. We just lose the Arcane Mirth and the Firestorm, which are also pretty dang solid. We've also got the Horned Wings here. Where are the horns on my wings? These are more crab claw wings than anything else. This gives us Bloodthirst and a bit more armor piercing damage. Extra spell mastery while in the air is still going to be the way here. We have him throwing down in melee a lot more than probably should, but I'm going to continue to do so. We've also got the Death Lance, which it is too bad this thing doesn't give us the Doom Swords set abilities, because it looks awesome. Switches over to bonus versus large damage. Maybe one day. Dress up party complete.
Fight for Blood God.
Through global we can grab these Marauders. They're expensive through global. We now have every single flavor of Fury. Sweet business. No, you can't move. You stay here, Sriracha Blade. You are on guard duty. And turn. Sergeant Sriracha Blade, the constructor of bone. We have succeeded in gaining a substantial income, so we get a little grip of glory of all of the kinds, mostly undivided. Does that give us any new mutations? A bunch of them. Medium armor, which gives us chaos armor, but that is not part of the... Okay, that's not part of the set bonus at all. We would lose Treason as each and Kenna's Golden Hounds. Well, hello there. I mean, do we need Kenna's Golden Hounds for chaos armor? It's kind of bland, though, isn't it? Bland chaos armor gets replaced for a bit of justy goodness. So we've got the Armored Pestilent Wings, which would drop speed, but I just add armor plates to the pox-ridden wings we had previously. Alright, I still think we're going to go for the aged wings. Left arm here, we can switch out. I don't like the Fate of Juna so much. Heavy armored gauntlets, though. Rule with a proper Iron Fist. Infernal Gateway is very good. We'd also be losing about a third of our armor. Can't go for the fanged sides, because that would get rid of our shield as well, since you don't have a hand anymore. Let's go for the heavy bracers here, which will still allow us to have a pretty decent spell in Transmutation of Lead, but Fate of Juno was not doing that much damage, all things considered. Some desirable Greaves. I don't know what you guys think is desirable, but chicken legs isn't it. Back to the Bejeweled ones. For our tail, we've got a Snapping Tail or the Tail of Many Teeth. So we choose between extra melee attack or base weapon damage. I actually think we would prefer attack itself, so let's go for this one. Got a little bit more spikes to it. We've also got the Spine Tail as well, which is indeed rather spiny. Reminds me a bit of a cactus. We've got a Doom Blade, which is just different enough from a Doom sword that we can't use it. Is it a blade that changes shape depending on what you are aligned with? This is obviously one that's more Tzeentchian. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, well, we have to keep with our set bonus to gain as much glory as we can, but that is looking pretty baller here. He does throw hands with absolutely everyone, all free.
So much power.
Okay, and I think we also want to betray Azag the Slaughterer, because if he wants to fight us, he has to trespass through all of these other factions. There's a lot of them. Yes, we will go ahead and do some betraying.
Join the ruinous crusade.
Before I do kick out of here, could snag some Flamers of Tzeentch. Make our front line a lot more spicy. Oh, but these are pink ores. Alright, see you later, pink ores.
I have no need for weak minions.
We have no need for weak minions. We'll just come on up out of Frigastrex's lair, go into encamp stance, go as far up here as we can. I do think we want to stay in the lair, though. We'll quickly give ourselves the Flamers of Tzeentch.
Further thralls.
I like that quite a bit. And I think we'll also get rid of these Forsaken.
I must assess their blood.
Only if I can afford the Zangors, who cost 2,600, so no, we can't. Keep the Forsaken, with the intent on replacing them for either Zangors or an additional unit of spawn. Since they're quite a bit more tanky. Right here at Norden, I actually wouldn't mind the Pit of Massacres. I do actually think that would be a waste. So instead, we'll go for the Carnal Dens to help control, since it is seriously suffering here. That should allow us to build things there, again, even quicker. Stay here at the Monolith of Haka, switch to the Fires of Chaos stance, and then we'll build up some more troopers. Keep him here just in case of any kind of rebellions or Azag moving up from the south.
Undisclosure is a good name.
4 turns.
Bear in mind.
I would like to start building our reliability back up, so we won't go ahead and betray him just yet.
Bloodshed.
Sriracha Blade, is it safe to bring you out yet?
Moving.
Probably not. We're going to anyway. We're going to switch you back over into maybe Bowel Steep for some more replenishment. I would like him to be getting experience alongside Kevin. Let's get through in one turn. Surtha exchange to mustering. Seems like he needs some more chariots. Can we reach the golden monolith here? Oh, we can indeed. We can also go straight through after Grung Dirat Duraz, which is actually part of the Nagelfari Mountains instead of West Trollheim. So we are instead going to take down West Trollheim.
Daemon Prince.
Complete this province, or almost. All we have to do is come back up here after the Black Gulch.
Far beneath me.
Far beneath me. And there is nothing here, so we'll go ahead and seduce their Patriarch. Because it's funny. And we'll end it like that.
My name, minions.
I think we'll just take some more Cornate Boys here.
Chaos lives here now.
Dedicate the monolith.
Supreme.
And I feel a lot better about building up the more elite ornate military buildings here. Dedicated village, and this will be our next base of military operation. Forward, nope, we absolutely cannot. So in the meantime, probably just want Totem of the Crow for more growth. Things along here. Control is actually pretty well in order since we have all of the Carnal Dens, so that'll be excellent. The demons have places to go to get out their frustrations. A little bit more barrier and hit and ammunition for all of our Tzeentch units, up to a max of 15%, which is pretty dang good. No more mutations for now. That wasn't a difficult enough battle for us. Sergeant, onward. See, no one here. Doesn't mean they're not in the background somewhere. Bloodletting has started to cease across most of our units here, so we need to get out there and start doing some more damage. 3,000 gold, we could go ahead and grab the gyroscope room. 8 Tzeentch glory generated a turn. Let's grab the Tzeentchian shrines. We can get all of the Tzeentch units we want. I'll see. I would love to have you actually in the fight doing something instead of sitting back at home. So while we're waiting for those buildings to come on in, let's just move you through to the altar of spawns. We'll take out this El Cargo. Sounds great. And more income. Storing siphon. More income and then growth here. Alright, good stuff. Swing on back down to Kevin the Second. Before we end the turn, though, we've neglected diplomacy a few turns in a row here.
Yes.
Anyone want to make any deals?
Kislev.
Really?
You're with.
Turns out no. So what if we come on down to the Oracles of Tzeentch? They're only fighting the Urson Revival. Not a lot of opportunities then to build up relations for free. I'll have to try to claim some land and give it to them. Although they're doing fine. Smashing the greenskins.
Ask.
Oh,
Remember
you're deteriorating
who it is you
aggressively.
speak to.
Why? Alright, guess we are going to end our non-aggression pact. Alright, well, Kairos might be our next enemy then. How weird would that be? Why have you decided to deteriorate so aggressively? Treaties with Bone Rattlers and the Heralds of the Tempest. Gifts given to the Heralds of the Tempest. And peace with the Brennans. I thought we could counteract that a little bit more than we did. So be it. Oh, Archaon destroyed Grung Durat Duraz. So we'll just move in with Sergeant Sriracha Blade and claim this for me. I salute thee, Archaon. We will colonize this settlement. Also for corn.
Must murder! Sacred executioner!
Now Sriracha Blade here to actually gain some more soldiers. Let's go free experience gain. Because we're just in global, so we shall do some waiting. Lots of lovely ROR units we could add on here, but none of them are Cornate themed, so Sriracha Blade gets none of them.
This world.
It's a good opportunity for us to be throwing down with Archaon too.
I am the chosen.
He's an absolute monster, but his units aren't. This guy seems like he's quite built up. Prince Augrax. Uzul isn't, though. We'll try to stay on side for now. Kairos looks like he is deteriorating with... They're not fighting. I thought they were fighting. He's just pressed down into the north of Kislev. Draghoff. Zarla. Rot hasn't completely claimed help it. Third circle is under control of the exquisite pain. We have an opportunity to come in here and do some damage. And that should be where we send Lao Tzu. Deal with the Hell Pit. It's me.
Power magics.
Like bash. Tzeentch. Let's get the gyroscope room.
Such prismatic.
You can actually reach? Sweet. Yes, we have 16 units and they likely have artillery, but we have the blue scribe, so I'm not concerned. Sail to the wreck. And we've got a close victory. We can steal their cannons. Oh, we lose our Furies? What if I give them a fire banner? Alright, what if I give them a Banner of Change banner? There we go.
Battle brings change.
Battle brings change, and we'll go ahead and take the extra favor. Thank you kindly. Wow, he gains 8,000 gold from such vast wealth, does not go missing out on the open ocean without pirates catching wind of it. Before long, a galleon, helmed by a particularly belligerent vampire admiral, appeared in a cloud of broadside guns, and hissing black powder weapons, blocking your passage. We shall indeed pass.
Magical.
Figure the eagle shot eventually. Get you back on over here to Altar of Spawns. And spin some more gold. I'm thinking now's the time to grab the Flying Bastion of Zinch. And then just increase gold everywhere else we can. Wouldn't mind upgrading the Monolith Malek, though. That way we can actually get the fur camp in. 2,000 there. Some money well spent. Right, Kevin. We have an opportunity to press down into Ormfell. Your final holdout point here. Let's just leave the golden monolith as is.
Champion.
We just go up and start declaring war on these clowns.
Chaos reigns. On
I'd very much
hell's
like to.
foot.
Either way, we're gonna come up and do some raiding. Be a big menace. They don't have much gold here at the Black Gulch, but we'll just come on in and
Harmlessly.
break some deals. 2 turns, that's fine. Treachery it is. We're demons, after all, who cares? Call me out for my treachery, I dare you.
Slaughter.
Skill points for the Blue Scribes.
Sorcery.
Cacophony of Horrors. Causes terror for all horror units, or the Wandering Wizards. Let's go extra movement range for now, and then we can go ahead and grab the Cacophony of Horrors. 500% more barrier is insane. And then final turn here for Zeus. Episode. We'll do, I guess, one last bit of mutations as well. We got quite a few of them. We'll check it out next turn. Alright then, a very uneventful intern, which is quite sad, but we'll just come on in here and further break our deal with Azag, who's only at war with the Order factions. We'll just go ahead and further become unreliable. At this point, we're already very low. What can you do to us? Close victory with medium casualties. Close around. Got a Hag Witch. Hag Witch of Death. I don't know what she has going for. They all have kind of special traits that each of the 3 Lords of Magic have access to. I don't remember what the Death one is, but the Beast can summon in things in the woods, which is insane. Go gym camp there. Just to start capitalizing on the free gold. Here, we're gonna raid that building. You come on back to the Altar of Spawns. Sweet business. Well, they're only going to last for a single turn before they get wiped out from attrition. Wait, 1 turn? Are you serious? Why not wait then, yeah?
Doom is upon them.
While we do, we can do a bit of a pseudo dress-up party with Kevin. You can tell I've watched the Lego Batman recently. Alright, so we've got the Charging Horns, which, oh boy, that face. He's very happy to be here, but also very hideous. So back to our beaky boy. We've got the Alluring Body, which again, oh, a little bit of pink hue on our ab window. Exceptional protection. 15% more damage resistance as long as you have more than broken leadership and hit points higher than 50. 50%. Back to our light armor. Like that far more. Oversized medium armor gives us the Fate of Juna. Same exact thing, but 10 less armor. few less spikes and plates overall. Okay, cool stuff. Back to our heavy bracers. Invitation of lead is awesome. Heavy bracers or the light gauntlets of Tzeentch. By gauntlets, I guess you mean bits of scrap metal. It does give us mortal blow. Oh, it actually does a lot more damage than it used to, so it's a knockback instead of a activated ability you'd want to throw it on right before jumping into battle. Heavy bracers are still the call. They look cooler too. Also, we gain some heavy armored gauntlets. Those are indeed heavy armor. The light version of them is kind of like a leather and bronze mix. Really cool stuff. Alright, we'll back up to the heavy bracers then. I like summoning in extra horrors. Spiked tail armor. This one looks sweet. Passive ability, Unseen Beasts. Would gives him stalk. Yeah, that's the way. Tail looks awesome, and he can stalk. I've been moving up in the world. We'll go ahead and let the garrison wipe out from... No, we're not going to wipe it out first. We're just going to get them. Let's give ourselves some experience. We'll give this one to the auto-resolve, though, because we've got 2 armies here. Should be easy. We lost a few. And we will go ahead and take this one. Sack it, let them rebuild stuff, and then we'll claim it next turn with Sriracha Blade here. The conspiracy theorist. That looks a little bit like a shaved version of the advisor. Karl Franz, he's not the real Karl Franz, you know. They've replaced him with a doppelganger. Ooh. They might have.
Daemon Prince.
Wouldn't be surprised by that at all. What we'll do with you then is just march on down into the Golden Monolith. Or the Crow Brethren Roost for a little bit more replenishment. So we'll gain, I think, about 10% more being garrisoned.
Supreme Champion.
Good stuff. I have a few skill points to pass out, but for now, I'm going to be out of time for today. I've been a Space Wizard War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Thought. We'll see you all in the next one.